What's up, everyone? It's Sensei Mikuo here today with the spoiler review of the Lego Ninjago movie. I'm not going to waste time saying all the stuff I said in the spoiler-free review. I'm just going to talk about just spoiler stuff in this one. And honestly, let's just start at the beginning because that was a huge surprise for me. Oh, but before I do that, if you haven't seen the movie, honestly, even if they're like, oh, I don't care, I want to be spoiled, please don't watch this. Like, there is so much fun stuff that you don't want to be spoiled if you ever want to see this movie. So please just don't watch this video. Watch the spoiler-free one. And now let's get started at the beginning of the movie, which starts out with live action, which is honestly one of the coolest things that they could have done. I mean, they couldn't have done it in the first one because that was like the big reveal that it was live action in the end, or that it was an imagination, and that's why they had the live action bit. I guess they could have done something like that with the Batman movie, and I honestly wish that they had some connection to the real world in that one. It would have been nice. I mean, this one we get a live action bit, and we also get a cat, that's just great. But the live action bit is like with Jackie Chan and a kid who has an extremely beat up Lloyd minifigure like this one, except it's missing an arm and it's like all dirty, and that's honestly just really funny. And then Jackie Chan turns it into like the Green Ninja minifigure, which is so cool. And then he tells the kid like the story, which is literally the rest of the movie, and that's honestly, how can you not love that? That is honestly, like, really awesome. And also, I really love that scene with, like, the Shark Army generals. We're jumping really far here when all the ones who Garmadon fired team up against him and stuff. On that, I don't even really know where they were, somewhere far off in the jungle, where all of them ended up. And the one minifigure like that is actually, like, really cool, but had no significance to me until I saw the movie, which is awesome. Because they all had, like, the lava marks on them. And then Garmadon's forced to work with the ninja, which is really cool, and I thought the rest of the movie was just going to be Garmadon and Lloyd together, but then he actually, like, goes back to being, like, evil again, which is really another really clever thing. And also another clever thing is actually with one of the sets that I did a review of on this channel, the Master Falls set, which is a really clever name because I'm not even sure if this was on purpose. But you know, there's like the water and the bridge over it, the Master Falls. But Sensei actually falls off the bridge, which is actually a really funny, like, title joke that I'm not even sure if it was on purpose. It probably was, but that's just really funny. So, also another thing that I didn't like about this movie, they never actually used spinjitzu. It was mentioned, they practice it, but they never actually got it, and that just really stinks. Like, the show actually had Masters of Spinjitzu in the title, and they don't even use it, which that really does stink. Also, I really like how the ultimate weapon was the laser pointer, and then the ultimate weapon was something completely different, because I had no idea about that. And Meowthrow came a lot earlier than I expected, and was actually a real cat in the beginning. That was clever, too. I loved all the martial arts stuff in the movie. Like, you almost forget that you're watching lifeless plastic figures, and you think you're watching real people. The animation on this movie is really good. I wish I would have mentioned that in the spoiler-free review, but I didn't. It just looks awesome. And they use, like, real water and fire and stuff, which, really, it doesn't bother me. I don't know why they did it, just like I don't know why they changed the ninja, but it doesn't bother me. I can look past it. I also feel like the ending was a little rushed for this movie. Like, I feel like this movie was going to be a lot longer, and then they realized how long they were making this movie and had to do a little bit of rushing towards the end. I don't think it stopped it from being a good movie, but I really wish it was actually longer, because I think it could have been. We could have gotten more focus on the ninja, because I think the one Shark Army general with the smoothie played a bigger role than some of the ninja, which is honestly, that's just really sad. But it's still an awesome movie. And I like how when Garmadon has the 4 elemental powers in his hands, which is, I think that's a reference to the show. You can take it as just not really a reference, but I take it as one. And they just don't work for him. And then the cat eats him, which is like, that Meowth eats him. That's just really funny. And I really like the moment when Lloyd is talking to the cat, and then he's actually talking to his dad, Garmadon. I just really love how they trick you there. I'm not sure if we were actually supposed to be tricked, but I didn't realize he was talking to Garmadon until he said, like, I forget if he said dad or Garmadon or something. And I also really love the backstory with Garmadon in this one. And he had a skeleton army in his backstory. That's awesome. And there are just so many awesome things about this movie. I didn't even cover all of them in this review, and I don't even have time to cover. If I had to tell you everything, spoiler, that was really cool, I wouldn't even have time. Like, it's just too good of a movie, and there are too many good things about it to fit into a review. I might have to further discuss some spoilers in another video, but that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.